Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another edition of Tasting with Tea. Today we are on our last trio of the 3 meals we were preparing this week, and we are making a Hoisin-Glazed pork tenderloin with some Ponzu, roasted green beans, and Sriracha mayo. We are not doing rice today because we had rice already once this week, and we are doing carb-friendly meals. So you can, however, use rice if you like. They do send a packet of jasmine rice. So this recipe calls for all of these ingredients, and they provide them for you: sesame seeds, garlic powder, Sriracha, the tenderloin, which I'm going to rinse off. I have cut up the scallions from the whites from the greens, and then the green beans I have snipped off the ends, washed them thoroughly. Make sure that you wash your produce, as I say in every video. So I'm about to wash this meat and I'll be back. And I am back, T-Bits. Because this recipe calls for us to dry and pat our meat, I have it in a paper towel. It says to put salt and pepper on it, so I have some salt and pepper that I'm going to drizzle on each side. I am out of kosher salt, but if you like to use kosher, I would definitely recommend it, honey, because it's definitely less sodium, iodine, however you want to call it, and yeah, it's better. So I have my oil already cooking so the skillet can be really hot. Put my salt and pepper on there, and now I'm just going to place this bad boy in here, and that's what you want to hear, y'all. You want to hear the sizzle. That tells you your pan is ready, and we're just going to let that cook all the way through, halfway through rather, and we're going to cook the rest of it in the oven with our green beans. Alright, and while that is cooking, we are going to drizzle some oil over our green beans, just like so, just like that. And y'all know my favorite olive oil is the light tasting olive oil from HEB. Now if you're not in Texas, it's alright, don't panic. You can get any olive oil, any canola, avocado oil of your choice. They all work the same. And just like that, we have put our olive oil on there with salt and pepper, and we just spread them out just like this, and we leave a little space for our tenderloin, but we make sure, oops, I'll leave that right there. We make sure that we spread these out so they can evenly get cooked. So right here, we're going to put our tenderloin and finish that in the oven. And you know, pork dries out really quick, so you don't want to cook it all the way, okay? And this is what we're looking for, guys. That nice crust on the top, just like that. You see how the middle is still a little al dente? All you have to do is turn it over just like that. Let it cook on each side. And once you put it in the oven, it's going to be just bomb. You hear me? It's going to be fire. All that juice is going to get locked in. And you won't want to cut it until at least 10 to 15 minutes. So it will be just juicy as all get out. So we'll turn this over on this side and we'll be back. Alright, y'all. So now it's time to take this out. I'm going to cut off my fire. I have my oven preheated to 450, as you can see. This is hot because it is a cast iron skillet. You know, old grandma had all them cast iron skillets, and that got your food nice and hot. So I have seared all of these sides. Okay? So I'm going to take that off of the fire, even though I cut it off because it's really, really hot. And you can get tongs to take this out. I just didn't feel like grabbing mine. So now what I'm going to do is put this in the oven that's been preheating at 450. And we're going to place that in there, and I'll be back. I was really wondering what we were going to use this mayo for. And here we're making Sriracha mayo. So I'm about to put that in this bowl here, and I'm going to add the garlic powder to taste and the Sriracha that they also provide you. Okay? Whoop. Alright, y'all. So the recipe does not call for this. However, I am a natural cook, and I just like doing stuff my own way sometimes. So because I'm not making rice this week, I decided just to caramelize these a little bit, these little white button tops of the green onion, and I'm going to put this over the pork loin. It ain't nothing like some grilled onions, honey, on your pork loin, your steak, anything like that. So I'm going to let this saute. As you see, it's getting brown. You kind of want that translucent color. And then, and y'all, the pot was so hot, it's not even on. Okay, I just threw them in here and started cooking them. So I'm gonna let that go, and then drain them on some paper towels. We do not want that excess oil in our stomachs, honey. And then we're gonna put it on and plate it. But for now, we are going to add our garlic powder. I love garlic, so it's never too much. I'll just put a little bit though. We still have a little bit in there, just in case. Then we have our Sriracha hot sauce that we're gonna add the whole container packet in here, or packet rather. And then we're just gonna stir this puppy up. So we'll just stir that in just like that. And you are developing Sriracha mayo, guys. So we'll just stir that all in there. And if you need to add more garlic powder, you simply can. It's always better to put a little at a time, because you can always add more, but you cannot take it out. So let's give this a little taste. Me preferably, I feel like it can have a little more garlic powder. I'm gonna add a little dab of that. Put a few onions in there, just because I'm extra. Stir that in like that, and there you have it. Sriracha mayo, just like that.